Well, Kingfisher Airlines is a clear no. It's in a downtrend. We are heading lower, and there's no point trying to catch a falling knife. It's making a pattern of lower tops and bottoms. It's below all major moving averages. So there's no particular level in Kingfisher now. We do not know where it would bottom out. We need it to bottom out, make a range, a base building pattern which could go on for a few months. And then once it breaks out on that range, starts making a pattern of higher tops and bottoms, that's when we would like to go long. But it's very difficult to predict it at this level where it would bottom out. So my advice would be to stay out of Kingfisher Airlines for the time being. Regarding Ashok Leyland, once again this counter is building base. It's got support at 22, but it's got a range of 22 to 32, and we could possibly head lower if there's a range breakdown. So for us to get bullish on Ashok Leyland, it should go above 32 and start trending nicely from there. Till then, I would suggest the investor to stay out of Ashok Leyland. Let's start off with State Bank. Currently, it's at 2009, resistance of 2500. I would say hold with 1815 as a stop loss. It appears to be range bound, so very difficult to take a call currently on which side it would head. Tata Steel, it's in a downtrend. We have a resistance at 490. If it crosses that, I would get bullish on it. Currently, it is heading lower. It is in a downtrend. We might retest 334. So my suggestion would be to exit. RIL, clearly bearish, making a pattern of lower tops and bottoms. We might head below 673 again. So once again, I am very cautious on this counter and suggest a clear exit. And once you look at JP Associates, 51 to 81 seems to be the key zone. It's within a range in this zone. It looks to be a pause in a downtrend, and we might once again start a downtrend quite vigorously. So my suggestion would be to exit. Most of these counters are in clear downtrends. I would advise the investor to get out of these counters and get into those counters which are defensive or trending. Counters like in the pharma space, you could look at a Sun Pharma. FMCG, you could look at an ITC. Consumer durables, you could look at an Asian Paints or Bata, which is really clearly trending. The idea is overall the market trend is down. Nifty is in a clear downtrend now, may be range bound for some more time before again it starts a downtrend. So in this kind of a market, if you want to make money, you have to go for those counters which are in a clear uptrend, some of the counters which we mentioned just now. Well, I think in the case of IGL, the charts are clearly showing that the decision would be against them, because if you see the charts turned bearish sometime in September 2011, but if you see from April there was a sharp fall, and after that it's clearly trending downwards. So it seems that there is some news factored into the price already, and the charts at least now are showing that it could head lower. DCB also, you're seeing that it's facing steep resistance in a descending trend line which started from 80, 65 and 50. So it is clearly heading downwards. We might retest lows of 31, 32. So once again, not a counter which I would suggest getting in. And SBI, as we discussed, it's got a resistance at 2500. We could hold or initiate with 1815 as a stop loss, but overall it appears to be range bound, so nothing that gets too exciting once again to get in.
Okay.
Well, BHEL is in a very bad shape now. The charts are very bad, currently around 200, 205, but the trend is down, making a pattern of lower tops and lower bottoms, which is a classic Dow downtrend. It can head lower, so no point speculating about levels in the future. Let it bottom, let it go down, bottom out and start an uptrend, and that's when we would initiate a long. No point saying that where this counter would bottom out. It could go very, very low as well. DLF, once again, if you look at it, overall trend is down. It's got a support at 175, so maybe that 175 level could arrest its fall, but if that breaks, it could be a free fall from there. So overall, if something happens to the broader markets, and DLF would, obviously being a high beta, get affected more than the market, and it breaks 175, we could see much lower level. 75 is a stop loss on DLF, but for BHEL, my suggestion would be to exit. Well, let's start off with M&M. It's in a broader range of 590 to 830 since the last 18 months. A big move will happen on a breakout or a breakdown. We are near the bottom of the range, so the investor could hold with a stop loss of 590 on a closing basis. GMR Infra, once again in a range between 17 to 33, but this could be a pause in a downtrend because the stock has got badly beaten down. So once again the downtrend could resume. Currently the counters are around 19, 20. My suggestion would be to exit this. TCS is one of the better counters in this market. Extremely good uptrend continues in TCS. It's very strongly bullish, making a pattern of tops and bottoms on the higher side. We should hold, and it should cross the high of 1225 and make fresh highs soon. Coal India, once again, it has a 295 as a support. We can hold, and it should head towards 360, 370 in the next 6-8 months. RIL, as we've discussed earlier on the show, it's bearish, clear pattern of lower tops and bottoms. It's got a strong probability of heading below 673. I have an exit on that. And Sri Renuka Sugars, which is around 28.6, 23 is a support for this counter, but it's in a downtrend. So my suggestion would be to get out while you're still getting an exit, because if the downtrend resumes, it could be quite vigorous.
Okay.
Well, I've got an exit on Suzlon and Lanco, but a hold on Tilak. So let's look at Suzlon. It's been in a range of 17 to 32, but the overall trend is down. It can head below 17 soon. So my suggestion would be to exit. And Suzlon is something we've been advising exits on since the last 1.5 or 2 years. But people still don't seem to stop liking this counter, trying to buy low. But it's a falling knife. It can continue heading lower. Lanco Infra, currently it's around 12, 12.5. The range is between 9 to 23, but it is bearish. It's below all moving averages. My suggestion would be to exit. And Tilak Nagar, it is bullish. We can hold with a stop loss of 50, and 71 could be tested again in this counter.
Hopefully Rohit is watching.
Well, Quant First, me, any of our partners or clients could have holdings in any of the stocks that we have discussed today, and I would refrain from giving any picks in this market because, like I said, the overall broader trend is down. So I would wait for some signs of a bull market to return before suggesting any buying. Thank you.